Welcome to the Nagual Zone. My name is Anaam. Let's dive straight into it. The Toltec Warrior Woman Part 2. Now here I have three main points that I want to bring to your attention, women. Some of these points men suffer from as well, but women especially, you have to watch out for these 3 points. These are life evidences. They're not just thoughts in your head that can be doubted. These are evidence in your life that you can look at and assess whether you are empowering yourself towards more freedom and personal power or not. And these 3 ones, they're very common. Each one of them is a powerful, powerful real life evidence that you have huge disempowerments that you don't realize that are sucking your energy out of you. I'll tell you the first one. The first one, when you sleep by yourself, do you sleep with some kind of childhood toy, like a teddy bear or a fluffy rabbit or a fluffy whatever, bunnies and all these kind of things, bears and dolls, childhood toys, sleeping with childhood toys? Just think about it. Think about that. Now think about a Toltec warrior woman. Can you even imagine a fully empowered, embodied woman sleeping with a teddy bear? Not gonna happen. Why? Because they feel secure in themselves. They have recapitulated every aspect of their life to become the warrior women that they are. They don't need to be sleeping with fluffy toys. So if you are doing that, take that as evidence that there are parts of your being that you have left unclaimed, and they are expressing themselves in your life, showing you that here, look, this is a part of my being, a part of my past that is unrecapitulated. I just haven't grown up. I haven't grown up and I haven't grown out of that part of my life. I feel so insecure that I must console myself. It's an act of consolation from the insecure victim in women that gets them to sleep with teddy bears and fluffy toys, all that kind of thing, right? So really, really look at this. There are hundreds of ways to justify why someone sleeps with a toy. In the Toltec system, we don't care about hundreds and hundreds of ways. We care about what is honest, what is truthful. Self-assess. Self-assess. You know what? I grew up in the 80s in Bharat. And in Bharat, no women, at least in those days, now it's become a sewage of the West. Like all the Eastern countries are just basically a sewage dumping ground of the cultural sewage of the West. In those days, there was not a single woman who was sleeping with some kind of doll or something. It was unheard of. So when I came to the West and I saw this practice of these women sleeping with these big fluffy dolls, bears, and all these kind of things, bunnies, all that, I was very amazed. And my first thought, you know what my first thought was, as someone who is seeing this from the outside, this practice, my first thought was, these women are not really women, they are girls. And guess what women call each other in the West? Girls. Now in Hindi, if grown women in Hindi, which is the language of Bharat, in Hindi, if they started calling each other ladki is the word for girl, ya bachchi is also a word for little girl. Grown women calling each other ladki or bachchi, it would make no sense. In fact, if you Google it, you'll find that in no other ethnic language in the world is a fellow woman referred to as a girl. In no other language is a fellow man referred to as a boy. My baby. My baby. Why are you calling me a baby? I'm not a baby. I'm certainly not your baby. What the hell is a baby? Makes no sense. I'm a man. You're a woman. Let's call it what it is. Oh, but Anaam, you're just, arguing semantics. It's just a word of endearment. No. No, 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 no. You really don't understand, do you? It's a mantra. You know what a mantra is? A mantra is a repeated affirmation that gains power and solidity the more you repeat it. So if you're calling your spouse your boyfriend, guess what kind of behavior you're going to get out of them? If they're calling you their girlfriend, what behavior are they expecting out of you? Let's all us girls meet today. Guess what you're going to talk about when you girls meet up? What are you going to talk about? I'll tell you what you're going to talk about. You're going to talk about boys. 99% of your conversation when you meet up is about what? Boys. And the rest 1% is that romantic Netflix TV series that you've been watching. That's 100% of your conversation content. Imagine a group of Toltec warrior women meeting. What would they be concerned with? What would they talk about? I can assure you that they will not be talking about boys or Netflix or that romantic novel or TV or this or that they've been exposing themselves to. Sex in the City or whatever all these different things are that are designed by men in meeting rooms, highly paid individuals who cleverly design the character, the plot, everything. It just doesn't just sprout and bloom on your local cinema. It is an act of calculated business. And they know exactly how the plot is going to go so that you as an average woman will fall for it hook, line, and sinker. They can guarantee it to the point that they can guarantee the sales of tickets of that movie. It's that much of a science. And it's a man science. So think about this teddy bear syndrome. Girls, boys, think very deeply about it. You are indoctrinated, hypnotized, dumbed down, and you don't even know it. Think about it. The second one. These two that are coming, the 2 points that are coming, these are, men also suffer from it. The average man's world is twisted, toxic, beyond repair. So the Toltec practitioners never bother with trying to fix it, repair it, work with it, somehow, no. The best we do, the best of ourselves that we offer to this twisted consensus reality of the average man is we learn to navigate it to our advantage. That's the best we can offer you guys. We learn to navigate it to the best of our knowledge and advantage. And in that flow, if someone else is inspired by the high quality energy that is generated, well and good. If not, it isn't the Toltec warrior's woman's concern. She's not concerned with fixing her surroundings. She's not concerned with how to get by in the consensus reality. She has extricated herself completely out of it through training and intelligent repetition. And she can then navigate that twisted, horrific, nightmarish reality that has been deliberately created that way to her advantage. Second point, getting fatter as you get older. Getting fatter as you get older. What's that about? What's that about? Why are you getting fatter as you get older? Why are you fitting the template by sheer force of consensus by your fellow human being? Why not take matters into your own hand and refuse to get fatter as you get older? Men do it too. You don't have to. You can actually get older staying just as lean and in fact getting more and more sleek, beautiful as you grow older, just as you were when you were young, 18, whatever. Getting fatter as you get older is real life evidence of some real problems going on in your head. Now, every woman does that. Doesn't mean that it's natural or holistic. It's neither. It may be normal, but it's neither natural nor holistic. So beware of this tendency to fit a disempowering template, getting fatter as you get older. Oh, but the metabolism slows down. Now, who told you that? A man in a white coat, one of the most toxic kind of human beings alive on this earth at this time. Man in a white coat. So-called, their name apparently is a scientist. The scientist must have said so. It must be so, because the scientist said it. You know what other population used to think like this? In the medieval times, when the Catholic Church was all that there was, just like the state government is all that there is nowadays. In those days, if the priest said so, it must be so. So these scientists are your modern day priests. They govern and establish your reality parameters for you. Studies have shown that the metabolism slows down in an average of 5 amongst 10 women, or some stupid statistic like that that has no basis in anything. Just nonsensical bullshit information that the effect of that is to get you to define the parameters of your reality. And it does. You start getting older and fatter instead of getting slimmer and more healthy than ever before. Now, this is not espousing the benefits. It's not like slimmer is better. It's not that. It's about following disempowering templates. Most of you, if you do know it, are busy defending your fatness. Nowadays, it's become, I shall defend my fatness. Well, nature doesn't give a shit about all that. You can defend your fatness till the cows come home, but it's not going to change the nature of nature. And it's not going to change universal principles like ideal body weight produces ideal health. Don't stuff your face all the time, get fatter as you get older. Don't stuff your face with chocolates each night. You know what that is? It's the same disempowerment as sleeping with a teddy bear. Exactly the same. Okay, third point. What's the deal about becoming more and more like your mother as you get older? What's the deal with that? Now, this has two sides. Either the average woman has a reaction to how her mother was, or has been, or is, and turns into a reactionary personality against that. Or if they get along with their mom, they'll start becoming literally their mom as they get older. I know many women who literally physically start looking like their mother as they start getting to that age. So they start looking like, when they reach the age of 30, 35, they start looking like how their mum looked when she was 30, 35. So they start, their mannerisms, the the way they smile, the way they might stand, whatever, the way it's all a worldview. You're taking on a template. You don't have to become your mother. In fact, a natural human being should be becoming more themselves, more natural, more honest with themselves, not hiding behind a false template like that. Most of you don't even know that you're doing that. I have observed it. Me and my partner Leela, we have had many conversations about this. How is it that women start turning into their mums as they get older? They literally start channeling. Sometimes I've seen it. I've said, wow, you said that exactly like your mum said it just now. Not aware of it at all. Why is this? Do you think for a second that emulating, however subconsciously and unwillingly, emulating your mother is going to add to your sense of personal power, your sense of empowerment, and your personal freedom? No. The other side is just as bad, reacting. A reaction to my mother. My mother was really that, so I'm going to be a reaction to that. You're still not yourself. You're just living out a reaction. And you lived out a reaction for so long that now you think that is you. But that's not you. You don't even know your predilections. You don't even know what you really like and don't like. All you know is a reaction to what she likes and she doesn't like. It makes no sense. That is why the average man's reality is so twisted and nightmarish. And the Toltec woman warrior's reality is so holistic and honest, because those women train and train and train and train to get themselves to a place where they know their predilections, they know who they are, as not defined by the men around them, not defined by the women around them, not defined by their parents, their teachers, what the bloody politicians tell them to be like, what the fashion industry, not defined by any nonsense outside, because every single bit of it is twisted and disempowering. They extricate themselves entirely from that consensus reality and manage to take the jump, take the leap to a separate reality where they are themselves and their true power can come forth and shine out. I hope these 3 points triggered you, made you think. I hope they open up the doors of your awareness towards yourself and your indoctrinations and your conditioning. And I hope they propel you. I hope this video propels you to take a deep, hard look at yourself and make the necessary changes that will get you towards evolution, empowerment. The Toltec path requires training, right? So I won't say I hope this video makes you a Toltec warrior woman, because there is no chance of that, none whatsoever. You'll need to be trained by a benefactor in a specific environment. And it takes at least a decade, straight away, 10 years minimum. So, but I hope this video switches some things on in you. Let me know what you think in the comment. Let me know the women's perspective on this video, on the points I shared. And what do you think? Now, these are defendable. These points anyone can defend against in the average man's consensus reality. There are many defenses against these 3 points. Oh, but psychology says that it is good to sleep with a teddy bear for women. Oh, but it is statistics show that women get fatter as they get older. It is but natural. Oh, women becoming like their mother is a, psychiatrists have found nonsensical bullshit. Just a, I call it a swarm of words, a swarm of words just buzzing around your awareness, your consciousness, just eating it. Let me know in the comments what you think. I will see you in the next video. Walk in freedom. Bye for now.